Hi everybody, this is Tammy from Tammy Colors 2, and I am here with another new series. I was thinking the other day when I cataloged all of my coloring books, I'm like, I have all of these free images that I get from Dover and artists and things like that. So I should do, I need to color these. And I would like to color them. So I decided I would do something called Free Image Friday. So I'm going to pick an image from a free image that I've gotten. I'm going to try to do recent ones. If I had thought about it when I cataloged them, I would have done like the date that I got them. I can probably tell. I need to sort through them all. But the one I decided to do today is actually a free coloring book from Brian Kessinger called Pinned Dragons. And I believe Ever from the Hue Manity told me about this, and I've had it for a while. So it's an entire coloring book of cute dragons. So if you want, and I love his art, I've printed it out. And this is the image. So I picked an image, and this is the image I decided to do today because I have allergies this week and they're driving me nuts. And so I know exactly how he feels. And some of the images, he has a teddy bear. If anybody wants me to do a flip of this, and I will leave a link to Brian's free coloring book. It's free to anybody. He is a fabulous artist, and this is just amazing. So I love his dragons. I am a huge fan. Anyway, yes, if you want me to do a flip of the book, let me know if you're a fan of dragons. So I am going to color this, I believe with my Everblend markers and some pencil. It'll be different every time. I don't know. I will probably do this in a time lapse so you can see it. Something fun and quick to do on a Friday. So let me get started and we will see what happens. Okay, so I pulled out some markers. Arteza markers. We'll start with these. I decided that this was going to be a quick picture so I can probably talk to you and catch y'all up with what's been going on since, I don't know, March, because that's how long it's been. And let's see, let me pick out my, I need my glasses. Okay, so let me put those on. Which color did I pick out for the teddy bear? Let me look. I think it was 06. Okay, because I'm gonna do the teddy bear first. Okay, so what has been happening? Oh yeah, and I should show you this. So this is called a chair stealer. Yeah, so he took my chair, and he always does that. Although there's a perfectly good chair that I got that he used to lay in when he started his life with my parents. And so I said, hey, I thought they had an extra office chair, and they happened to have one that actually I gave them, so they gave it back to me. And he used to lay in it all the time. Won't go near it now. I have no idea why, but he wants to steal my chair. So anyway, cat story. So let me do this. So this hopefully should be quick for the freebie Friday, free image Friday, not freebie Friday. Let's hope that I can do this. It's been a while since I've done a color in chat. Oh, wrong side. So, and hopefully I don't really suck at picking colors, which I normally do. I wanted him to have a purple teddy bear. So in March was my birthday, my 50th birthday. My parents actually had a surprise party for me. And it was really nice. It was so sweet. I didn't expect it. And I saw some people that I hadn't seen for a while. People came from out of town. I mean, there wasn't a ton of people there, but it was, oops, I just colored his arm. That's okay. We will fix it. If I haven't told you before, I think the Prismacolor Premier Colorless Blender is the best colorless blender ever. It removes stuff better than anything else. I need a piece of paper though. Oh, I would think. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's fine. So that the marker has somewhere to go. The funny part was, or not so funny, is that my husband had been to, or I had stayed with my husband, or my parents, for a few days at the beginning of March. My dad is an assistant band director in his retirement, and therefore he spends time with high school kids, and, well, he brought home a cold. So he was sick. I then took it home. I hadn't had a cold for like, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years. So promptly gave it to my husband, who was leaving to go to Reno on a business trip. And he was sick the entire time he was there. So it was just a cold. It was no big deal. It sucked, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Now that I have fixed that, oh look, the chair stealer wants out. Hang on. Cats. Okay. So, so he was sick. He came back from Reno, avoided COVID, luckily, even though there were people there that actually got it. But he is a really good mask wearer, and so he was able to, you know, come back relatively unscathed. I can't figure out, oh, I know what that is. That's like his tummy, like, thing. Okay. So the funny part of this story is, or not so funny, is that my husband, of course, knew that there was a surprise party for me. And he was sick, and as colds usually do, and so we were supposed to go. My parents said, the ruse was that my parents said, hey, because I was going down to their house, because they said, oh, you know, what do you want to do for your birthday? Well, I usually want to spend it with my parents. So we, you know, they said, oh, why don't you meet us for dinner in Chillicothe, which is north of the town that I'm from, and is bigger. So I said, sure. Well, the night before, I mean, William was like, he had a really bad cold, and of course he didn't want to give it to anybody, although we all wear masks, so that's kind of a bonus. So he, unbeknownst to me, was trying to figure out, because I said, well, you know, we don't have to go to dinner. We can, you know, I can go without you or something. I can't remember exactly what I said. But in his brain, he was trying to figure out how to get me to go have dinner with my parents if he was too sick to go. And the poor guy, he really felt horrible. But he decided that he could go, that he could manage it. So, you know, of course I didn't know what was going on. And then we show up, and I almost cried. Like, I usually don't. I'm not a cry at the tip of a hat kind of person. But like when I saw my friends from Connecticut and some of my older friends who I hadn't seen for a while, and one of my best friends who lives in Greenfield, which is like an hour and a half away from me, so we don't get to see each other very often. So I'm trying to decide what color this should be, the edge. Oh, this is where you get to see my sucky coloring skills. Let's see, these two are for, let's see, this is for the dragon. Nope, not that one. I think these are for the dragon. Holy crap, where did I picked all these colors out earlier. Okay, we'll start with this one because I think it's a good dragon color. We're going traditional. I gotta figure out what those are. So color the dragon. Am I still in frame? Maybe, possibly. Here's his tail. Okay. So we had a good time for my birthday, and then you know, it was spring, and basically I was sick with allergies for, oh, I don't know, March and April in their entirety. I had a cough, so that's partly why I didn't do a lot of videos. I'm sure some of my videos from then, my flip throughs and stuff, were probably pretty scratchy. But you know, it is what it is. But you know, it was a great birthday. People have been posting pictures to my fantasy for Tammy's 50th, which is awesome. I've been talking to coloring friends a lot, so that's fun. I've made a lot of very cool friends. I'm trying to think of what else has happened. The summer has just gotten like really busy. So you know, we had a convention. Oops. Make sure I'm still in frame. We had a convention, which was Origins in June, which was interesting. And I actually thought that I was going to end up with COVID because a very dear friend of ours, who amazingly enough was actually staying with my father-in-law and my husband in their hotel room, which, even though the convention is here in town, it's a game convention. And I was working in a booth. But they stay there because that's kind of what they've done. I went back and forth from our house to, I don't know, take care of the cats, and I could have stayed with them if I wanted to, but, you know, there was only one bathroom, and I just kind of figured it was a bad idea to introduce a female into the mix of there only being one bathroom. But, anyway, I probably should, no, I guess I'm doing pretty good. So our friend ended up with COVID, and he messaged us when he got home, and I felt really bad for him, although he's fine. Although he got vertigo after. But I was worried about him. You know, he luckily didn't get it horribly bad, and he said his doctor gave him some new antibiotics or medicine or something, whatever. It wouldn't be antibiotics for COVID, I don't think, because it's a virus. So, there was that. My parents have been, well, everything's been pretty good with everyone as far as I know. We've been very lucky. Oh, it's been very busy. I told my husband, I said, I don't remember working a convention being so hard because, you know, I was on my feet. Well, actually, so we set up the booth on Wednesday. On a Wednesday, and then the show starts on Thursday, and it's Thursday through Sunday, and then you have to tear down the booth. So you're on your feet pretty much all day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and, you know, selling stuff, busy stuff. It wasn't as busy as I thought it was going to be. I mean, everyone was surprised, but I wasn't, you know, because they said, oh, well, it was busier in September. I said, yeah, well, everyone had been pent up for 2 years and hadn't been out to a convention. So, you know, gotta get out. You know, I just wasn't one of those people who needed to be out necessarily. I was good staying home. Oh, he's gonna be so cute. I'm so happy with this. But, you know, so that's like in the summer. We've got, oh, what is this, July 1st. So we've got, we don't have any more conventions until, well, I guess I should go backwards. I should say, so June was really busy. We had the convention, and we had Father's Day, and we had, oh, what else? Oh, we had a family reunion last weekend in Kentucky. So it's been quite every weekend, like something. So, and it's July 4th weekend, and I think, I don't yet know if I'm doing anything with my parents, but we'll see. I have to call my parents here shortly and figure out what's going on. But other than that, everything has been pretty good. I've had some bouts with my gastritis, so that's been fun and interesting. But, you know, I think once you get used to it and you understand what's going on, I think it gets better. Hopefully this guy isn't going to be splotchy. I think I'm going to make his mane a different, I'll probably add some color to this, like maybe in pencil or something. I just want to get him colored in and try not to make it too streaky. But I'll make all these look a little better when I finish them up. But, yeah, see, I'm not a very chatty person, I guess. I don't talk a lot. I usually listen. Anyway, hang on a minute. So, you know, I may be out of things to talk about already. I don't know. We shall see. I picked out all these colors. To kind of, you know, oh, am I even in frame? I am, look at that, okay. So that I wouldn't have to agonize over colors. But see, this is what happens to me. It ends up really dark. Like I always pick, the colors I pick are always, it always ends up darker than I think it's going to be. And one would think after all this time, like I would still have a handle on that. That's part of what drives me crazy. Do I want his nostrils to be brown? I don't know. Oh, I missed his paws over here. Paws, fingers, hands? Do dragons have, good good question. I need answers to this as to what they have. This is where you get to see my subpar coloring skills with a marker. I still haven't decided, you know, I still think that Cali Art markers may be my favorite. I do love these Arteza ones. I think the brush ones are too expensive. Like, I just can't bring myself to invest in them because they're so expensive for what they are. I mean, you might as well invest in Copics, I guess. But that's my opinion. I just don't know. I really just want a set of markers that I can go to and that's not going to be a giant pain in the butt for me to deal with. I know this is going to be green, like probably a darker green when I get done with it, so I might as well just color that in because it bothers me that it's not colored in. White space, my brain cannot deal with white space. I will tell you that right now. I think I'm going to make this brownish. I've been really working hard at trying to, not overthink it, to just be fun and colorful, and you know, I don't have to do everything realistically, which is really hard for my brain, but we'll see if I like that. Okay, so I got that. I'm gonna do me some trees. Picked out some colors. Which one do I want to start with? 15. They go back. Oh, I have two G15s. Oh yes, there's a story there, folks, with the Arteza markers. I started buying, so last summer they had a sale on the 36 sets because I decided that I didn't want the brush markers because in reality it was too expensive and I'm just not that into brush markers. They're nice, I'll take them if you give them to me, but I've been using the bullet nibs for so long that honestly it really doesn't matter to me. So then I started buying the sets, and first of all I figured, well, if I get too many duplicates I can send them back. Well, you actually can't return them, which is fine. They're great markers, don't get me wrong, but there were duplicates. If you buy the 36 sets, you will get duplicates. See, I had this grand plan, right? I bought well, here's where my plan with my Arteza markers fell apart. I had this grand plan that I was going to buy whatever the big set is. I forget what it is, 100 and some markers. Then I found that not all the colors are in there, and you have to buy, like, they're in the sets. And so then I started buying the sets, and then I realized that I was getting duplicates, and I'm like, oh. And then then I made my Arteza set huge because it's in 2 large cases instead of 1 now. So I don't really take it anywhere because I don't want to deal with all those markers. But I also have my extras in the case too, but I mean, why not? Because I have a case that is an off-brand that's just like the it looks just like the Arteza case. It's just blue, you know, and it's really great. I had some my old Artex markers were in there before I used them up and sold what was left. But is that tree or rock? Why don't we make it rock? We'll just make it rock. So, you know, is what it is. But, so now I can't decide what markers I really want. I just don't want to invest in the Copics, although I'll tell you, I'm considering maybe doing it, but I don't like the skinny, I don't like how skinny they are or something. I like big fat markers, and I think I just don't like the feeling, because I had another grand plan. I was gonna buy Bic markers, so, you know, because I figured those would have enough colors for me, but the problem is I need like the entire set, because this is the way my brain works. I need the entire set. Actually, I think that's a tree, so we're just gonna make that a tree. I need the entire set to be able to pick the colors that I want, and then, you know, by then you have the whole set. So my marker life is, have I just confused everyone? I think I have. This is why I don't do color in chats, because I don't have anything to talk about. Okay, that looks cool. All right, there'll be more color, no worries, I think. Although I've been trying to do things more of a couple of colors rather than putting all kinds of colors into it. But we'll fix him up and we'll do that. All right, give me a second. Okay, well, I started coloring again, and then I forgot to turn the camera back on, but that's okay. It didn't take me that long to finish it. I just shaded him with a little bit of pencil. I used my Shuttle Art gel sticks. I just used that to make a little bit of a background, and voila, he's done. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed my first installment of Free Image Friday. I will put a link, like I said, to the Pinned Dragons coloring book that is free, and I will attempt to do one of these every Friday, or at least once a week, and I'll call it Free Image Friday. And I'll try to, like I said, I'll try to make them current images so that they're still available, but we'll see how that goes. I know that there are free images coming out all the time from artists and things like that, so we shall see what happens. It was just an idea I had to color some of the free images that I receive and make sure that they get the love that they deserve. So I hope you have a great 4th of July weekend. This is July 1st, 2022, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!